Choose life, choose a job, choose a career, choose a family, choose a fucking big television, choose washing machines, cars, compact disc players and electrical tin openers.
Atrás de estas palabras está la mente de uno de los escritores más problemáticos del siglo. Sus obras, repletas de anarquía, violencia, adicciones y muerte, están basadas en su vida y la de sus amigos.
I didn't want to work 9 to 5, work for anybody else. I thought it would be music, but I just didn't have it to music. I thought it might have been painting or something, you know, but I just wasn't kind of good enough to do that. So I stumbled on the writing, which was probably the most obvious thing. And yeah, great, you know, fabulous.
Choose rotting away at the end of it all, pissing your last in a miserable home, nothing more than an embarrassment to the selfish, fucked up brats that you've spawned to replace yourselves. Choose your future, choose life. But why would I want to do a thing like that? I chose not to choose life. I chose something else.
But you know, when I get back to Edinburgh about 3 months in the year, and I've still got all my old pals there, basically, that I grew up with. So I'm kind of I still feel attached in some ways. Not so much of the life that I led when I was young, but you know, the life that we all kind of led when we were young. We're still into that kind of thing, you know.
What happened to your friends? I mean, I know what happened to you.
You can remember all the people that have kind of died of kind of AIDS and HIV and kind of alcoholism and just general misadventure, but there's also people, you know, that become like kind of, or they've just become successful in the, you know, in terms of like, you know, they've got, you know, they've held down kind of decent jobs.
And what do they say about you now when they see you like traveling around the world, like having this whole different life?
Wanker, basically. Wanker. What they say, like, yeah.
So now that you are retouching Trainspotting, how do you feel about it? Do you feel proud of it?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I feel that the whole thing is, I feel proud of the whole thing and you know, the big cultural impact that it's had globally. I never envisaged that. But yeah, it's you know, I think the characters, you know, it's great to see them back, and it's great that the thing's still got legs.
Así dejaba el tren a estos 4 impresentables en 1996. Y así los deja ahora 20 años después.
How do you feel seeing those characters like old, not the young?
You know what happened? It was really horrible for me because when you go on the set with these actors, some of them look so young still. They look as if they've just come off the first one 20 years later with no gap in between. You know, when I saw Ewan and Johnny, I couldn't believe it, and I was saying to Danny, like, you know, these bastards look so young, you know. And he goes, right, we'll get the high definition cameras on them. That'll get them show up everything and all that. Yeah. So yeah.
So do you believe in sequels?
It's almost like a kind of a band getting back together again and going on tour. You know, the experience was fantastic, and it's people that that you've known for years and you get on with and you like, and to see them all back together again in one place is quite mind blowing.
How do you feel about Argentina? For how long have you been here now?
I've been here almost a week now, and I'm surprised. The city has been great. It's been fascinating because it's like it's just a conglomeration of all these different cities and ideas, isn't it? You know, you walk into a part of town that looks like Paris, then you walk into a part of town that looks like Madrid, you know, and then you kind of Rome, and you're just, you know, you kind of. And this part of town is very cool, and you know, there's loads of bars and sort of restaurants and stuff like that. And it's very vibrant and kind of, you know, lots of things going on here. I love it. It's one of the great cities of the world. There's no question about it.
The thing that I liked about Scottish people is that they have like very common things with Argentinian guys, especially with this war we had during the 80s.
Well, I think everybody in Scotland was so anti-Thatcher that they didn't really kind of, they weren't kind of pro the Falklands War. I remember that when right at the height of the Falklands War, I was up in Edinburgh and I was wearing an Argentina football strip walking around. And if I'd done that in London, I would have got torn to pieces. Like, but,
probably, yeah.
But I mean, in Edinburgh, we were just going, wow. I mean, the Maradona thing with, was a big thing, cultural thing in Scotland, because Argentina beat England, the hand of God and all that. So Maradona's a big cult hero in Scotland in the same way as he is here in Naples, basically. Like, yeah, and he's never played in Scotland ever, but it's great, yeah.